Welcome back, everybody. Here we are, behind the scenes, episode 3. It is April 30th, 2023. It is a gloomy, rainy day outside, but we are in high spirits. And why is that? Because the Maple Leafs have finally broken their curse and they have advanced to round 2 of the playoffs. It had been 19 years since they had accomplished that. So I'm here, I'm donning the hat, and actually in my first take of this video, I had my Maple Leafs pajamas, my attire from watching the games last night. I had my stupid playoff beard that's honestly more mustache than beard, so it didn't look very good. So here we are, cleaned up, freshened up, and we're doing this properly. Now, hockey, and why am I talking about hockey right now, aside from just that, is as the weeks are going to be rolling along here, and I'm going to be tuning into my Leafs, making a deep run to the Cup, I will spend more time doing that than playing a variety of new games. And new games for me are games released in the last, 5 to 20 years. They're not the newest titles. And I won't be working on as many research-intensive videos. What kind of videos are those? I'll talk about that later. Just a little heads up. Before I get into the videos, let me talk about Tears of the Kingdom. This is very relevant to current plans. So I saw this game dropped with a $90 price tag. Up here in Canada, where we use Monopoly money in our make-believe world, it's $90. I think it was Microsoft who said that they'd be increasing the price of AAA games $10, and it made sense at the time that everybody would be following suit. And look, I don't fault companies for wanting to make more money and for having to contend with inflation and things like that. I've got a perspective from, the business side where I can sympathize with other business owners and other corporations. That said, this is just so obnoxious and so annoying. And I was considering doing a video where I talk about are games getting too expensive, or is gaming getting too expensive as a hobby? And there's different directions I can take that video in with the retro collectors, although I'm not a collector, so maybe I would leave that alone. Regardless, my answer to that would not be one-dimensional, just something I'm thinking about. If you want to hear my thoughts in a slightly longer video than I could do, is gaming too expensive, or something like that. The other reason why I mentioned Tears of the Kingdom is because I was looking forward to gameplay videos. I was actually going to get the game day one, and I was going to be playing it, and I was going to be showcasing my exploits and my adventures and things like that. Now, I know once upon a time, I think it was in the introduction video I made for this channel, I said something like, there's not going to be gameplay and I'm not going to be doing top 10 lists. Everyone else on YouTube already does that. I'm going to be doing interviews and I'm going to do this and do that. Well, look, my channel's been a little slow to get off the ground, so I haven't had as many opportunities to do interviews, not with some of the bigger channels anyway. And I love playing games, so why can't I do some gameplay videos? At this point, it's pretty established that I have a nice variety of content, focusing primarily on gaming discussions. I think you can all agree with that. If I did do gameplay videos, I would just sprinkle them in, a nice little extra. For me, I enjoy doing it, and I would get the extra eyeballs from covering a hot game. I happened to miss the boat when it came to Elden Ring. Even though I had my own tips and tricks and techniques and a variety of ways to cheese the bosses, I stayed away from that. I didn't make any shorts. I didn't make any longer videos just because I didn't want it to become an Elden Ring channel. Same thing with Breath of the Wild. Even though my channel was started after Breath of the Wild, I still do things in that game that I don't see anywhere else on the internet. Very helpful things. But I think I can balance incorporating gameplay and having that variety of content as well. I mean, look, it's my channel. I can do whatever I want with it, right? I don't have to worry about any kind of make-believe rules. So, just musing about that. But am I going to buy the game now? $90. I don't know. We'll see. You'll find out in the future. So what's coming? What is actually coming on the channel? I've had my historical series that I've alluded to before. I was focusing on the top 50, and I got that all out in one run. I was working on the history series concurrently, but I decided I couldn't release it because I was going to have one introductory episode or the first episode, and I didn't know how long the pause would be before I did episode 2. So I would just like to spend a little more time maybe working on other episode skeletons, and then I can start releasing them. That's a big project, and I think that's going to be one of the flagship series on my channel. We'll see. We'll find out what happens with that. The other one is related to the top 50. I mentioned once upon a time that once I concluded that miniseries, the dam would be open and more videos would be flooding through. And that is true. I still have the video ideas. I'm ready to start working on them. I just decided to give you, the audience, a little break from me talking about my favorite games for so many videos in a row. But I'm ready to go back to it, especially because 2 days ago on my YouTube homepage, I saw somebody post one of my better ideas related to that sort of thing. Not going to say what it is. I don't even remember who it is. And I just thought, oh no, I waited too long. Now when I make the video, people are going to come in. They're going to go, hey, you copied this from so-and-so. Hey, he already did this before you. Well, he may have done the video before me, but I'm pretty sure I can guarantee I had the notes ready to go long before him. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's not a competition. We can all make the same kind of content, right? It's just interesting that a video that I had never seen done before, there it was, right when I'm thinking of getting back into it. So that's that. Another type of video I want to make, rating and ranking, and I've told you guys I would be able to talk about Pokemon, I can talk about Final Fantasy, and Final Fantasy is the one that I'm currently working on. I'm playing through the After Years, the sequel to Final Fantasy IV, and I just started Final Fantasy 15. Once I conclude these two games, I can make my video rating them from worst to best. It's going to be a very simple rating video, but the fun is talking about my different opinions and how I'm straying from the norm, and I'm not going to spoil anything. It's going to be good, though. I like to make these videos good. And I was just wondering, this is just a unique idea I had for this behind-the-scenes shoot right here, is what do you think is the appropriate time for releasing something like that? In the case of Final Fantasy, we have 16 around the corner, releasing in June, correct? So, I'm going to drop this video where I'm rating Final Fantasies 1 through 15 in the main line. It seems like it's pretty darn good timing with 16. But would people be more interested in it if they had more time to play some of those games? Is it released at the perfect time? Maybe people don't want to see 1 through 15, and they would rather I wait, play 16, and then have that completed video. I'm not going to be doing that. I don't really care what people think necessarily either. I'm going to do what I have in front of me. I was just curious what you think would maximize, for example, viewership. Something I was curious about. So that's all. Just a little food for thought at the end of the video to, make you guys think about that. When's the best time to release certain types of videos? I think that's it. Thank you all for watching. I want to say this actually. With these behind the scenes videos, I'm getting them out every 10 to 15 full episodes, I want to say. So that excludes the shorts on my channel, but every 10 to 15 other videos that I make, I try to throw in a behind the scenes where I can talk about some of my ideas and what direction the channel might be going. It's been on a pretty fixed course this whole time, clearly, so that's good, I think. And yeah, if you ever have anything that you want to learn about or ask about, go ahead, throw it in the comments. If I can't answer it in the comments, I can answer it in the video. I have no idea what kind of thing that could be, but I'm just putting the offer out there. So that's it. Thank you to everybody for watching. Stay tuned for more content coming up. And most importantly, go Leafs go!